Welcome to Whippoorwill Holler. I'm Miss Lori, and this is Mr. Brown. We live in the hills of Arkansas. We love the Lord. Keepers of the old ways, but accept some of the new. We love to cook, and we love to eat. We love to garden. It's in our blood. It's how we stay sustainable and fill our pantry. We do a lot of canning and preserving. We live a sustainable life. We love our family. We work hard. And every once in a while, we like to dance. So y'all join us. Now we got a piece of round steak here, and this is what I'll be making my steak fingers out of. This is some beef that we had processed a while back, and the processor, the butcher, he tenderized it for me. But you can do it at home yourself, or have your butcher tenderize a good piece of round steak or sirloin. Now, what you want to do, the grain runs long ways on this round steak. So with it running long ways, I'm going to cut the opposite direction. I'm going to cut across the grain, and that's going to give you a tender steak strip, steak finger. If you cut with the grain, you're going to have a chewy, tougher piece of steak finger. So this is the way I do my deer meat too. So just always cut against your grain, and you'll always have a tender piece of meat. So I'm just going to get the rest of this cut up. And over here in a bowl, I've got some flour. And I've got some seasoning in there. I've got salt and pepper. I've got some garlic powder. I've got some onion powder, a little bit of cumin, and some paprika. And I'll write all that down in the description box about how much I used. I just kindly put it in there how much I like of each, but I'll try to put how much I put in there. So we're just going to put our meat in there, and I'm going to wash my hands. Now this is just a simple steak finger. If you wanted to, you could do the dredge in flour and then dip it in buttermilk or egg and then back in the flour. But we just like it this way. We just like it simple and easy. And I tell you, I buy these containers like this at the Dollar Tree because I use them for everything. And I got these at Christmas time. They're just $1. But I use them for stuff like this. And I use this one a lot when I'm coating pieces of fish. It just works really good. It's a good size for that. So you just shake it up and get your steak fingers coated with that flour and seasoning. And you see it does a really good job. So they're ready for the frying pan. I've got about a ½ inch of oil in here. I'm using peanut oil. That's what I like to fry with. I usually use peanut oil, or I use fresh lard because we always have fresh lard. And I'm not going to crowd them too much, but I'm going to put several pieces in here. And the thing of it is, when you're frying steak fingers, you want to fry them till you can see that the bottom is good and crisp. And just as soon as they get crisp, you want to flip them over. And then you want to get them brown on the other side and crispy. But you don't want to overcook them, because if you do, they'll just become chewy and tough. You don't have to cook beef till it's just, just too done. And you see how these are brown on the back, and I'm going to go ahead and flip them. And then I'm only going to cook them maybe just another minute on the other side, just to get it good and brown and crispy, and then I'm going to take them out. And that will keep from overcooking them, because they're pretty much cooked pretty good. And you're just wanting to brown the other side. Now I'm going to make me just a little bit of sauce that I like eating with my steak fingers. And it's about 2 tablespoons of butter, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, and I'm going to put a little bit of garlic powder, probably about a teaspoon. And this is what I like to dip my steak fingers in. Now, Mr. Brown and my kids love just white gravy. They love to dip their steak fingers in white gravy. Of course, this is what we had for supper tonight. I done a video on making southern tomato gravy, and steak fingers is what we had with it, and it all was very good. I hope y'all like this recipe, guys. It's one of our favorites. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps us out. We love y'all. God bless, and have a wonderful weekend. And fry you up some steak fingers.